Hi, I am Eser Yilmaz from the SA380 Flutter course. Here is my student ID, as you can see throughout the video. Here is the working app with text fields, checkbox, and drop-down menu with send button. And top of the app, there is an homework tree, as you can see. Let's break down on the codes. I add text controller state in here, checkbox value false is default and drop-down value is true in the beginning. And inside the app bar, the homework tree side is here, and below that there is a child. It's text from fields labeled as text, and below that there is a row with main X element center in horizontally uh, with checkbox value as false as default. And below that there is a true false drop down menu, and below that there is a send button, as you can see, elevated button. um, let's break down my local story, what I made from beginning. So firstly it was default count wrap. I deleted some parts, body parts, and firstly I add First, I adjust the homework tree app bar size, and after that, I add um, text form fields. As you can see here, text form field added with states, and after that, I add checkbox in here, checkbox value with states, and after that, checkbox size, and after that, drop down value with states in main codes. And lastly, send button, and here is full quotes and my student ID. Thank you. I completed task 2 successfully, as you can see in the right hand side. Here is my student ID. You will see it throughout the entire video. And in the firstly, let's try the app. I leave it blank and it gives me error. When I try one letter, it still gives me error. When I type the three letters, no error, and the output is coming. I try checkbox, it gives true. I try drop down menu, gives true. So it's working. Let's dive into code. What changes I made? In firstly, uh, adding a form structure is the first thing I made. In here, I introduce global form key. It's global key form state, and after that, I adjust the body with child form key in here. And after that, I add text validator for text form fields in here. If it's blank, gives error. If it's less than three letters, gives still error. And both of them are correct, then it gives return null and successfully working the app. And after that, I made uh, here updating the send button. See here. Uh, on press method on pressed method of the send button is modified. I check if the form is valid using form key current state validate, and if it's valid, I display the form data below the button using a text widget, and if not, I make sure it stays empty. So and below that there is a text widget below the send button, show the results. It displays the enter text, checkbox value, and drop-down selection. I also use set state to update this text here. You can see to whenever the send button is pressed successfully. Here is my student ID. Thank you for listening to me. Have a good day. And I forgot the local history. Let's dive into local history. What changes are made by me? And here, in the last video, I've in the first task I made drop down menu with true and false, and I first adjusted with yes and no option and no as default, and after that in here I here yes I introduce global form key and text validator in here, and after that part here I adjust the on pressed with elevated button in here, and lastly in here all widgets are done. String result text is rewritten. Send button is updated. The new text fields below the send button is executed, and everything is correct, working properly. Thank you for listening.